Welcome back, everyone. NicknLex here. Thank you so much for joining me today to this new episode of Music with Nick. Today we got an interesting marathon that we're gonna do, and this is for Eagles Rule or Joe, whatever you prefer. And yeah, we got some Beck, we got some Elliot Smith, but I'll pull up the email that he sent me, and we will get a better explanation. All right, so let's see now. I think we have to start a new thread, Joe, because I can't find your emails anymore, because we've used the same email like thread and just hit reply, and now I have to like scroll for days. So I think we should start a new one. So let's see here. I just had it up and then I closed it, and now I have to look. But here it is. Here it is. No. This was last time. This was last time as well. See, that's the thing, you know. This is the one from yesterday, and this is the one from today. So it says, hello again, here's marathon number 2. This one is a little different. Interested to see what you think about this one. Here it is. I mean, I already know that I'm going to love this because yesterday I was blown away. So I'm surely going to be blown away today as well. So it says here, Joe's Songwriter Stuff. That's the marathon, that the name. And I love that you also put the label. I guess that's a lot of work, but that gives me an idea how much Warner Brothers, you put like a, you know, when it's Warner Brothers. So I'm going to add some Warner Brothers throughout the marathon. I've been doing that. I think it works pretty well. The blocking gets less, but I've done some mistakes. Some Warner Brothers are not actually Warner Brothers. They've converted to some other record company, and then it's even worse, and then I have to kind of like delete them. So, but I already know some tracks that are definitely Warner Brothers, like the Doobies, Dream Theater, Jethro Tull. So let's do a little bit of that, a couple of intros, and then we're gonna fix all that UMG war, right? So let's start it off. We're gonna start it off with Elliot Smith. The song is "Everybody Cares, Everybody Understands" from the album XO. And this is from 1998. Then we're gonna go. We're gonna listen to some Tori Amos. The song "God," 1994 album Under the Pink. This is the Warner track. We could also do some more Tori Amos, but I think I'm just gonna do some prog intros, you know. Then Thomas Dolby, "I Scare Myself," 1984, the Flat Earth album. Jeff Buckley, song "Grace." I was gonna say time. Even at the time, I appreciate it. 1994 album "Grace," and then here we have the amazing artist Beck, "Paper Tiger," 2002 album "Sea Change." So as I always do the same. Before I play the song, I read the notes. So that's what I'm gonna do with "Everybody Cares, Everybody Understands." It says this is a song from Elliot's 4th studio album XO. Fantastic album in a weak year for music. In my humble opinion, plays all instruments on this track. All STB Wonder, just like in the last marathon, was an excellent arranger and songwriter. Let's give it up for him. Thank you so much. I appreciate all the info, and here we go.
Everybody cares, everybody understands. Yes, everybody cares about you. Yeah, and whether or not you want them to, it's a chemical embrace that kicks you in the head to a pure synthetic sympathy that infuriates you totally, and a quiet lie that makes you want to scream and shout. So here I lay dreaming, looking at the brilliant sun,
Very cool.
Raining its guiding light upon everyone. For a moment's rest you can lean against the banister. After running upstairs again and again from wherever they came to fix you in, but always fear city's finest follow right behind. You got a pretty vision in your head, a pencil full of poison lead, and a sickened smile illegal in every town. So here I lay dreaming, looking at the brilliant sun, raining its guiding light upon everyone. Here I lay dreaming, looking at the brilliant sun, raining its guiding light upon everyone. You say you mean well, you don't know what you mean. You fucking ought to stay the hell away from things you know nothing about.
Wow, that totally, I did not expect this complete change of the song. You know, first I was like, wow, this is really nice. Just, you know, acoustic guitar and some harmonies going on, very beautiful. And then this whole thing changed. I actually thought I pressed a button by mistake and another song was playing over it. Really, really cool. And I think this is 1998, so I heard a little bit of influence, I think, I don't know, like Nirvana, you know. I could be wrong, but really, really good. I really enjoyed this. Very, very cool. Let's check out the next song. Let's see. So Tori Amos. But I'm gonna do something really quickly. Like that, we're just gonna trick the YouTube here real quick. Let's play an intro by Jethro Tull. Let's see if you guess what the song is. Just to add more Warner. I think that's enough. Now another intro, because it's going to register another song. Let's do this. Two Warner Brothers. That's enough. So now we have 3 Warner Brothers plus the intro and the outro. I think we're gonna beat Universal like this. This is just, you know, what we have to do. So now we can focus more on the marathon. So this was, like I said, really, really good. Elliot Smith, I really enjoyed it, and it really seemed like 2 songs. I love the first half, but obviously the second half with the orchestration and everything was superb. Very unexpected, like midway through the song. So really, really cool. And you didn't spoil it or anything. Perfect. So Tori Amos. Oh, and this, by the way, I just played Jethro Tull, God, My God. This is called God, which is kind of cool. So Tori Amos, which is also a prog, you know, very proggish. A song from Tori Amos' second album on the Under the Pink. Love this album. Features George Porter Jr. of The Meters. Ooh, yesterday I was listening to The Meters, and the first track of your marathon, wonderful. Fame on bass. So let's go with that. Give me just 1 segundo here, real quick. All right.
God, sometimes you just don't come through. Wow. God, sometimes you just don't come through. You need a woman to look after you. God, sometimes you just don't come through. You make pretty daisies, pretty daisies. I gotta find what you're doing about with you. The fuel which is burning gets a little toasty. What do you know? What do you know? Gotta find where you always go when the wind blows. God, sometimes you just don't come through. God, sometimes you just don't come through. You need a woman to look after you. God, sometimes you just don't come through. Well, tell me you're crazy, maybe then I'll understand. You got your 999 in the backseat, just in case. Oh, hey, you've gone south, well, baby, you love your new folk. Hey, what do you know? I gotta find why you always go when the wind blows.
Wow.
Give not thy strength unto another, nor thy wings that which destroy.
Will you even tell her if you decide to make the sky fall? Will you even tell her if you decide to make the sky? God, sometimes you just don't come through. God, sometimes you just don't come through. Do you need a woman to look after you? God, sometimes you just don't come through. Do you need a woman to look after you?
great combination of styles. You know, obviously the bass was very present in my head right now because you mentioned it, but the piano also with the bass playing those lines and the drums and all this like kind of like, I think it was electric guitar like squeaking and stuff. And her voice, I think she's like a perfect combo between like Joni Mitchell and Kate Bush. She reaches those really nice, you know, very high notes that Kate Bush does, but she also has that, I don't know, that fluid like language, you know, like the way she phrases those words like Joni Mitchell. She puts so many words in like a little sentence or like elongates them, and it's just wonderful. Her voice is just amazing, like really, really good. Everything about this track is just so original, you know, even compared to Kate Bush, who's unique. She's like, I guess, her own style, you know. When you talk about Kate Bush, like how do you describe that? Even it's her, you know. I think Tori Amos is in that same kind of like, you know, universe, you know, that she just like whatever she does is just very, very original and good. All right, let's move on. Thomas Dolby. Let's see, Thomas Dolby. And so I can't believe it. I closed your email. I can't believe it. Let's see. But now I know that it's all the way at the bottom. There it is. Yeah. It's going to be fun to start like a new thread. I know if I just scroll down, now I see it. Thomas Dolby, I Scare Myself, 84. It says a cut from Dolby's second studio album, The Flat Earth, a totally different side to him here. Really cool album. Was a little surprised as I only knew She Blinded Me with Sincere previously. So see, even guys like you who are music professors, you know, and you've been listening to the stuff your entire life, you find stuff that you haven't heard. That's the beauty of music. It never ends, you know, because there's always more. And yeah, actually I don't need those glasses right now. I mean, I can read pretty well. I'm just so used to wearing them now. I don't know why. I just started using them more. I guess because Alexia was pushing it like, hey, wear your glasses. Your vision's going to get better. And maybe she's right, you know? And now we have an eye doctor in the family as well. So that's kind of cool. Okay, so here we go with I Scare Myself. And here we go. Love it. Wait. Okay. This keeps happening. This stand is a little bit different. I still have the other stand. This is just like this moves up and down, and I'd already bought the other one. I haven't had the time to install it. But this is pretty nice because this does this. But yeah, sometimes I step when I do this, when I lean forward, I'm like, I disconnect my headphones. So I'm sorry, I didn't want to interrupt, but let's just use the momentum here. I love the intro, I love the bass, I love the Spanish vibes. It's not exactly Spanish guitar, but it has the intention there, and the trumpet, it is there, the influence. So love it. That's why I made that ole. Really cool. I love his voice. Very cool track so far. So I'm gonna go back a little bit, a couple of seconds, just to take the whole thing.
I scare myself, and I don't mean lightly. I scare myself, it can get frightening. I scare myself to think what I could do. I scare myself, it's some kind of voodoo. And with that voodoo, I keep thinking of you. And with that voodoo, what can I do?
Wow. Some nice jazz and fusion here. What a great idea.
Hand me that voodoo, I keep thinking. And with that voodoo, what can I do? But it's so very different when we're together. And I'm so much calmer. I feel better. 'Cause the stars already crossed our paths forever. And the sooner that we realize it, the better. And then I'll be with you and I won't scare myself. I'll know what to do and I won't scare myself. And my thoughts will run and I won't scare myself. And I'll think of you and I won't scare myself.
This is so experimental. I love it. So good.
It's me, I'm scared. It's me, I'm scared. It's me, I'm scared. It's me, I'm scared. It's me, I'm scared.
That bass sounds like Tony Levin. Sounds like a stick. Boom, boom, boom. This was amazing. Like, I was thinking of like David Bowie there for a second. Just the phrasing of the voice reminded me of Steely Dan. Not a track in particular. Steely Dan is not as experimental. Steely Dan is more straightforward. They know exactly. This was more like different types of music put together, but perfectly. This flamenco, the trumpet solo was just amazing. The guitar, just a little bit of like, of tremolo there, like that's it. 2 notes, that's all you need to simulate, like the Spanish Sahara, that trumpet solo was so good, and just the whole vibe was perfect. It was really, really interesting. I'm very happy. Thank you so much for these. All these artists are just so good and so, I don't know, very special. Jeff Buckley is next, so let's read about him. Jeff Buckley, number 4, a cut from Jeff Buckley's only studio album, Tragically. A masterpiece album from me to think what could have been. Oh man, I think that all the time, but just yesterday when I did this Supertramp marathon, I was like, why didn't they stay together? We could have gotten so much more. Or Steely Dan, why did they stop in the 80s? Right, 1980, they stop, and then we do get some, Donald Fagen, but they could have worked together more, given us maybe 5 more albums of greatness. Yeah, that's what I think about sometimes. And it says here, very mature for such a young artist. Jimmy Page said it was one of his albums of the decade. Should check it out in its entirety if you ever get bored. No, I don't get bored ever. There's too much to do. When I'm not doing this, I'm working, and when I'm not working, I'm studying music or playing music or recording music, or I have to be with Alexia. That's that's my main, the biggest joy of my life. And so yeah, boredom is not, but I could definitely listen to it with her, and we could take some notes and record some stuff. Yeah, so let's give it up here for Jeff Buckley. I want to Wikipedia him real quick. Let's copy and paste. But yeah, let's play. Grace.
She cries to the clicking
Oh my lord. Like his vocal range is so amazing. Like in the music, and I read a little bit about him because you pointed it out that the album was, I mean, yeah, I can totally see myself listening to this. So it's only Grace. That's it. Give me a second. Wow. So I'm shocked that he passed away by accident drowning. You know, that's horrible. Wow. Let's see. So how many albums did he do? Just one? And everybody loves him. I love that. You know, everybody respects this man. Yeah, just one studio album, 1994. But yeah, Jimmy Page and Robert Plant, and there's many people who think, even David Bowie. I mean, yes, this is amazing. I mean, wow. That's crazy that he drowned. It was an accident, and he was not drunk or didn't have any drugs in his system. It's just an accident. That's crazy, you know. I'm happy that I'm happy that I was exposed to the ocean so young, and I think when I used to go to surf, you know, when I used to go surfing, like that was pretty much what saved me, because it is dangerous, you know, in those waves, and it pulls you under, and there's undercurrents. And I remember one time in Sayulita, we went for a swim, and we were out there for like 2 hours and 30 minutes just trying to get back in. The undercurrents are no joke, you know. There people have drowned there in Sayulita. So I was just so lucky to have such great, at that moment in time, that's about 14 years ago, with Alexia and her mom and her little sister, we could not get back in. A boat had to get us. Yeah, I remember now. And yeah, no joke. So be careful when you go swimming, especially in places you don't know. It's very dangerous. And if you don't have, you know, if you're not a good swimmer, or if you don't have the strength, or you know, you will run out of strength, you know, after a while. So yeah, it's such a shame. Now I understand what you say, what could have been, because this guy, wow, I mean, what a talent, you know. There's a lot of material on Spotify, but it's just one album, and then everything else is like live shows. But I would really love to check him out. Thank you so much for this, you know, to getting Jeff Buckley. I don't know if I've heard that name before, but this was amazing. This song. All right, now another great artist, I think, who is very versatile in all the styles of music, just like a just musician, you know, not even multi-instrumentalist. Like he just does it all, as Beck. And it says a cut from Beck's 8th studio album. Sea Change in the top 2 for Beck's album, for me, unique to his catalog, and that is intensely personal, introspective. Great stuff, and one of top albums of the year for me. Okay. Really hope you enjoy this one. Had fun revisiting these, and more to produce it. Yes, I know what you mean there, because it is really difficult to get a marathon together, even for me. I put one together for Alexia, and then I put one together for the channel, and I'm still working on it. I just wanted, you know, to you want it to be as good as possible. And there's one that I have here that's called Not of This Earth, and it's all these crazy themes from film, and I'll eventually do it when I get more time. But you guys obviously have, priority here. And then sometimes when I do have the time, I was like, I don't know if I want to do a marathon right now, I just listen to other stuff, like stuff that I've been listening to just to catch up. And it's because obviously it's really crazy when you have a channel like this that you listen to so much music, then you don't want to be like, I don't want to listen to any music. I never feel that, but I don't want to get to that, I would never want that to happen where I'm like, I don't want to listen to music. That would be horrible. But that would never happen. Okay, so this is the last one. This is Beck. Let's give it up for Beck and Paper Tiger. Let's see.
Just like a paper tiger,
so unique.
Torn apart by idle hands, through the helter-skelter morning.
His voice, wow.
Fix yourself while you still can. No more ashes to ashes, no more cinders from the sky. Let all the laws of creation tell a dead man how to die. Deserts down below us and storms up above, like a stray dog gone defective, like a paper tiger in the sun, looking through a broken diamond to make the past what it should be. Through the ruins and the weather, capsized boats in the sea. Deserts down below us and storms up above, like a stray dog gone defective, like a paper tiger in the sun.
I wonder if he comes up with all the, like, okay, I want cello here, I want this here, I want the bass to do this. This is the scale that I want, or is it just a collaboration of all these talents? I don't know. Like, I would have to read about it. It's really good. It's very experimental, very good.
I just hold on to nothing. See how nothing lasts. The deserts down below us and the storms up above, like a stray dog gone defective, civilization, but there's no road back to you.
Wow, it's crazy the amount of freedom these artists have, you know, when they write their music. And oh man, that's what I want to do, you know. That's what I would love to do, and not have a particular style. I really like the channel has helped me to kind of disconnect myself from a certain musical vision that I had in my head, you know. Now I just want to do something totally different, you know. I always wanted to record an album like John Petrucci or like Yngwie Malmsteen, you know, like with all this guitar stuff. And now it's just like I'm not interested in the guitar stuff. I love guitar playing, and I love a certain guitar sound, but the lines in my head, like the solos, they don't sound anything like guitar music. It's just no, totally different. And also the effects that I use now, it's almost no distortion. I just need a little bit of distortion so the sustain is there, you know. That's it. It's like so weird, like how you change musically. I guess it's also like when you listen to music, not just when you play. But all you guys that are musicians, I'm sure you've gone through all these transformations in your playing and in your music listening and what you play. And like, yeah, it's very cool. It's so interesting. Thank you so much again for this amazing marathon, Joe. And for everybody who doesn't know who Joe is, it's in the comment section, it's Eagles Rule. So if you want to thank him, you know, for the marathon, you can do it there. I really appreciate that when people do that. That's, for me, you know, I couldn't be more grateful when you guys, you know, get into talking and talk about music. And yeah. Yeah, I would love to get together. Like I still have to figure out how to do that, if it's even possible. Imagine if we would be able to jam, you know. I know there's a bunch of musicians, like B-Mac plays the bass, you know, Graveyard plays the drums, you know, there's some guitar players out there. If we could imagine if that was possible, if we could go like online and jam together, oof, I'd be so happy. But yeah, let's see if that's possible. I guess, you know, it is quite possible to have 10,000 people in one like Zoom call, or maybe 100. I mean, I remember when at work when we used to get together and there were like 1,000 people listening at the same time. So it's possible, but I don't know how the video works on the audio, so we'd have to figure it out. But yeah, if you ever want to jam, shoot me an email and let's make it happen. I'm up for it. Again, thank you so much, Joe. This was wonderful. I have so much to think about. So many great artists. Elliot Smith blew my mind. Tori Amos blew my mind. Thomas Dolby, beautiful. Jeff Buckley, man, amazing. Just his voice, just the whole vibe. And Beck is always amazing. So again, thank you so much. I don't even know what to call this, but I'll call it what you named it. But thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thanks everybody for watching. If you enjoyed the video, do give it a like, subscribe to the channel, all that good stuff. And I'll see you in the next one.